Okay, so I thought I'd do a little video explaining my crazy roof. It's actually a ceiling. You fell over backwards then. So this idea came to me when I was building this place, and I thought if I get I think that's a 300 by 50 rough soil macrocarpa, and then I go to the next one down is 50 mil up, so that's a 250. I think it is, might be, yes, 250. And this is a 200. This next one's a 200, and then you go to a 150, so you're going 50 mil up each time. And then this one is 100, and this one is 50. Oh no, that one's 50. That's 100. This is 50. So it changes 50 mil each section. And yeah, the room is completely square. And I didn't want to use a tape measure to work out to tell me the distance between the when I was cutting this one. So I put these long ones in here. So the room is 4.8 by 4.8, 4.8 by 4.8 meters. That is exactly the room size. So they are bolted from the outside inwards. You can't see the bolts on the inside. They're bolted from the outside inwards. And this is a 300 beam. One here. I've got a bit of a gap here, which I've got a solution for later on. But this beam goes, and this middle first beam, I actually cut this in with a little peak there of a hook, because I was a little bit worried about stability of the major second beam. But anyway, so these are bolted on the outside from all of these walls, and then these ones are attached with 3 wooden dowels in each of them, and they go right through, and they're glued right through, and each connection is like that. I think I would probably feel a bit more comfortable with a mechanical connection between these connections, something like a 45 chunky bolt system in there, through there and through into here, and same on the outside. I'd always feel a bit more comfortable with that, but I never quite got around to doing that because I'm lazy. And that's how it goes all the way through, just doweling joins all the way through, doweling join there into the next one. So what I wanted to do while I was doing it was not rely on my tape measure, because if you go from, if you take your division, if you take 4.8 by 4.8, which is the room size, and then you take, so you're working out basically at the hypotenuse of a triangle, which you then go back to old Pythagoras. He's got a formula, the square root of the square root of the square root, and then you work out that length. So what I didn't want to do is put my tape measure on there and over there, and say that distance is, say, what is it, about 3 meters. So it's 3 meters and 16 millimeters, 3016. And then you measure this one, and that one could be 3025. So you couldn't do that, and I didn't want to do that while I was building it, because I thought if I was to do that, then I would have 4 beams which were different sizes. So what I had to do was make all the beams exactly the same size, and by doing my hypotenuse calculation from Mr. Pythag, then I could get 4 beams exactly the same size, put them in, bolt them in, and then move the walls, if they were a little bit out, into where the beams are supposed to meet, and that squares everything up. And then do the same again on the inside one, And I put these in for musical accompaniment. They make a nice. I just put them there to hang clothes to dry, but they're fun to tweak. And then I finally got to the middle, to 50. I always wanted to put like a 20mm or 25mm slab in the middle there. That's only about 600 wide, that last square. I never got round to it, and that's above my bed upstairs. But if you walk on it, it squeaks like mad because it's not attached to anything, and it's a bit of a gap. But I've got a solution for that. What I'm going to do, and there's a huge gap here, and this squeaks and bounces a lot, which is a massive gap. And then this gap here is always, we had a leak there before the roof was on. And this gap is also very bouncy, and you can see the bounce on the plywood floor above. So what we're going to do is put a floor above on top of this, which will be 4x2s on their flat, and a 4x2 on its flat from here to there will be enough to hold that really rigid. So you won't get any more bounce, you won't get any more sag down this end, because we can screw up from here or glue up from there, and then get it to be a little bit better than it is right now. It's always an improvement every week. That's what I try to say. Or if I don't, then I don't. See you later.